How to check if an IFC door has an IFC door type, or to read it word for word, Petru. For example, how could we check that every IFC door in the model is associated with an IFC door type? Let's see how would we do that in IFC. In IDS, I mean, sorry. Cool. Here we go. I have a model with a door here. I just launched my Bonsai IDS tester, and let's create an IDS. I won't put any information here. I'll just do it unprofessionally, just checking exactly what I want to do. In this case, so I want to check if this door has a type, right? We see that this is an IFC door in the object, and we see that we have a type. Okay, let's try to do that. So checking if IFC door has IFC door type. Cool. This is description in the information tab in the start. Then let's go to applicability. What do we want to check? Simple, right? We want to check if an IFC door, that's what we're looking for, right? We look for an IFC door. Cool. And what are the requirements, or what is the requirement in this case? Well, we want to see if there is a type. So we want to do that. How do we do it? We might have a problem though, I think, because we'll see pretty soon, right? Door type, we find this. I'm still using this in the requirement, right? So let's just run this without thinking too much for now. And I'll try to explain what's happening. Bang, fail. Okay, why is that? Let's see, let's read the details. So all the data where IFC class is IFC door shall be data where IFC class is IFC door type. Do you understand what's happening? There is a problem. Unfortunately, we cannot check this with IDS. Yes, it's a bummer, I know. There are things that can't be checked with IDS. So we have to think differently. But first, let me explain why. Well, in IDS, both IFC door and IFC door type are under the entity facet. So it means that exactly, like, just by reading this, it doesn't make sense at all, right? Like, we are saying that a door should also be classified as an IFC door type, which doesn't make any sense. Like when you say it humanely, like a person, or in IFC schema words, you are looking for two different things, but in reality, both of them are entities. So that's the issue. We need different type of data, different type of information to be able to check that. So we can't do it. That's the issue. Another thing, or a better way to look at this would be, instead of checking if any IFC door type IFC door has an IFC door type, we should get one level upfront. Let's think forward, right? What do I mean? Well, let's think, what do we expect to have in this IFC door types, and then check that information, because that's how we get this. What do I mean by that? Let's take a concrete example, right? A property set. There are property sets that are smart to have at type level, and that's a smart approach. You should include first all the properties and the property sets that you need at type level, and only after that you go at occurrence level, right? Meaning that this is going to help you a lot if you have to modify anything. But of course, the unique objects in your model, you can't manage through that. But the general information for all that type of objects is going to be a breeze to use types for, right? So let's see, what do I mean? Do we have something here? You see that this inherited type properties, the properties that are applied at type are showing up as inherited type properties. So let's add this, for example, or no, let's add this. Let's add a custom preset. Door common. Door common. Yeah, let's take that. And yeah, let's take what? A fire exit. Let's say that it's a fire exit door. Cool. And then we see this information here. But this is added at occurrence level. So this is not for the type, right? But we want to have to add something at type level. And that would be something valid, something like, let's see. I think now this is not working as expected because I have to select the type. Yeah, that's correct. So let's go here. We select, let me show you one more time what I just did. So you hang in. On the information tab, you have to go exactly where this type is, and you see this square, select type, and you have to press on this square. And now we see things here. And now we can add some custom presets. Let's add this one. Yeah, let's add this one, which is a bit different, right? And yeah, glass color, transparent, let's say. Okay, I'm just putting something here. And now I added this as at type level. Now when I go here, I should be able to see that as inherited type property. Yes, and like I said, here we go, inherited type properties. So it means like it's not here at occurrence properties. So I'll close that. I'll remove that, I mean. And now we see this one here. So something like this, or for example, probably the best example is to have the door common things, all that information, the glazing and stuff like that. And you have like the same information should be valid for all the similar door types. And then you can just check that, right? So that's what I would try to do here. It doesn't really make any sense just to check IFC door types, doors if they have a type, at least not with IDS. If you really want to do that, then you'll have to use IFC OpenShell and make a Python script. So that's kind of, I don't know, a limitation, but like I said, I get you because I was thinking sometimes myself to make sure that you have that, but because this is a limitation in IDS, then you have to think another approach. And that's what I would do, because you are assuming that you have types. When you are using the types in your specifications, then you can check that information at type level. And if it fails, then you know that you don't have types, right? It's so simple. So if we look the other way around, we should have defined clearly what we expect to have at type level, and then check that information properly using the IFC type entity, and then check using the occurrence if you want to check for I don't know, if you have unique names or something like that, right? So I think that's kind of what I would do at this moment. I'm not sure. I would love to hear your thoughts. Is this really bad limitation in IDS, or can we live without it and try to use it as I'm thinking? Or is there any better way to use it?